Hey there, welcome to My Made Up. My name is Alex, if you didn't already know that. And today I am testing out some drugstore makeup. Essence, to be specific. Now, Essence is one of my favorite drugstore brands because they're just incredibly cheap. Incredibly cheap. Classic drugstore prices. None of this like $18.99 L'Oreal foundation. Actual drugstore prices. I feel like the most expensive thing you'll see is like $5. It's some good stuff. So I have some exciting new things to try. So I will be testing out the new color correcting liquid concealer. This is the pink brightening one. The Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. This one's really exciting. This is the Essence Eye and Face palette in number 2 Rise and Shine. It's got shadows and a highlighter and a blush. And for all you oily girls like me, we got some Essence Instant Matte Makeup Setting Spray. Oh, well, we had it, but I dropped it. P.S. I'm wearing a wig today. I don't normally wear wigs. This is my first wig ever. I don't know how I feel about it. It's very heavy. It's very tangly and high maintenance. I don't know. I don't know if I can leave the house in this. Anyway, let's just get into testing this out. Okay, so if I look dead, it's because I just have really purple under eye circles. So we're just gonna ignore that for now because we're going to be trying this new concealer, which is, there's a beetle on my light. Like a little flying beetle. Hopefully it's not gonna mess with me. Bro! You don't mess with me, I don't mess with you, we're all good. So, like I was saying, I'm gonna be using the Essence Color Correcting Liquid Concealer. And I was drawn to this because it has a little sticker that says, Wake Up Effect. Okay, like seriously? Seriously. So this is a liquid creamy color correcting concealer. Pink visibly brightens tired looking skin. So they had a green one, a pink one, and a yellow one. And obviously I have purple under eyes, so we're gonna test this out and see if it does anything. The first thing that I noticed is it's kind of weird that the doe foot applicator kind of has like an indent in it, which makes it kind of hard to lay the product down flat. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to easily help the product sit there, but to me it just seems weird at first. I don't know if it looks brighter to you guys, but to me it seems like a very, very thin formula. Like here, I'll do a swatch for you. Can you see how thin that is? To me, I feel like it kind of just blends away to nothing. Maybe if we just do it with our finger. I don't want to put too much under my eyes because I'm a little bit older, so we definitely don't need to emphasize the under eye wrinkle area. I feel like on camera, when I'm looking in the screen right now, it looks like there is some brightening, but when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, they still look very blue to me. So this one, I think if you have good skin or not much to hide, this might be good for you just as like a quick brightening, but for me, I think it's not enough coverage. So I'm just gonna go in with my NYX HD concealer and kind of just put a little bit more on. I do want that wake up effect, but I don't feel like Essence is giving it to me. Alrighty, so I am just gonna powder up my face and bake a little bit, and then we're gonna come back because I have an eyeshadow palette to try. I feel very boring in this video. I don't know. I'm not feeling like I have a lot of energy. I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, I am back, and next we're gonna test out something exciting. This is the Essence Eye and Face palette. Now, I was really drawn to this because it has 4 eyeshadows, but it also has a highlighter and a blush. And I thought, like, how cool would this be since it's so inexpensive if this was good and you could just like throw this little thing in your makeup bag? Like, that would be really cool. So the first first shade, the white one, actually feels pretty smooth. I'm so bad at swatching. Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh god. Okay. Feels nice. Then the second one is this kind of, it looks kind of like peachy pink. Feels pretty smooth too. It has like a gold shimmer to it. So it looks like this. It actually is a lot darker than I thought it would be. It definitely is more of like a pink than, it looks more coral, I would say, in the pan. So then we have kind of this gray taupish color, and I kind of thought this was a weird tone to have in here based on the other colors, but we'll see how it works. They're not the most pigmented, but they definitely seem like they would be good shadows, like easy to build up. And then we have this dark color down here, and this is actually really dark. This is really pigmented actually. Yeah, that one's pretty nice. Wow, look at that. That's good. So next is these next is these highlighter. I don't even know where that accent came from. Now the highlighter does feel a bit more powdery than I think highlighters that a lot of people would be used to right now. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more powdery. It actually does have a good amount of color to it though. It just doesn't have that kind of like wet almost texture that highlighters like say Becca, their formula has, you know what I mean? And then this nice blush here is kind of like a peachy, kind of peachy pink. And that's what that looks like swatched there. It's not too bad either. It's like a very, it's not powdery as in chalky, it's like a very soft powder. I don't know how to explain it, it's kind of weird. But it does have a very soft feel, but it's more like powdery, like crumbly kind of. I hate when I turn and then I have to like look at myself from this angle. Just like, why? Why, Alex? Why? You know, when you're trying out makeup and you're doing eye looks, a good tip would probably be to clean your brushes, but you know, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna swirl my brush around in this little like cleany thing. And let's dip into, I'm just gonna dip into the lightest shade actually, because that pink looks pretty bold and I don't know if that would work with my complexion all over the lid, but we'll see. Actually, you know what? I lied. I want to do the transition first. It's definitely buildable. Now, I don't necessarily think I'm not so much into the cool tones as much anymore, so to me it's kind of weird to be putting this gray in my crease because I feel like the gray kind of just is going to bring back out the darkness I have under here. So I would rather my transition color here be a little bit more warm toned, I think, but that's just personal preference. Now I'm going to go in with the lightest shade and we'll see how it goes. Oh, I put a lot on the brush. It is quite powdery. I would say it's not bad. It's like a light washy color. I find that most white shadows that I have anyway aren't very pigmented. They're kind of something you have to build up. I'm not 100% liking the way this is like laying down on the eyes, but it's honestly not bad at all. It's a pass. It passes. Next I think I'm going to go in with the pink shade. You definitely have to like tap these off a bit because they do have a little bit of kickback. And I'm going to go into the outer corner with that. One does not have as much payoff as I thought it would. I feel like I'm just going to make my eyes look like they're sore or something. Like, girl, were you crying all night? And because the darker shade is so pigmented, I feel like it would be good as liner. I'm just going to take a little smudger brush here. It's kind of like a flat tipped one. Just take a little bit off on the back of my hand because I feel like this one might have a bit of fallout since it does have a lot of kickback. Can you see that? It kind of just falls out pretty easily. The Beetle's back, guys. The Beetle's back. Okay, so now we're going to try the blush and the highlighter. It's not bad. It's not my favorite formula. I think there is quite a bit of a sheen to it, so you have to be careful if you have more textured skin, which I do. And yeah, now I'm going to go into the highlighter with this Real Techniques brush. Highlighter's not bad. It's pretty powdery. And I do feel like it's emphasizing texture. But you can get a very like bright highlighter effect going if you'd like that. I probably wouldn't have put this much on. It was just to see like how far we can take this. But yeah, there's a lot of powder because I can see it kind of just flying in the air. And now I'm going to show you the Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. I know I've heard a few people talk about this already, like Casey Holmes and Tati said they already really like it, so I actually really like Essence mascara, so I'm thinking that I'm going to like this one. So I'm going to zoom you into the lashes. I don't know, is that going to be too close? I feel like this is already like pretty close. So this is the wand. I noticed that there's a lot of product, kind of just like big chunks of product. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'm just going to wipe a little bit off because I feel like that could be dangerous. And I put a little bit of black liner on the back of my lashes, just painted some liquid liner on to get rid of some of that dark brown shadow that kind of fell down on it. Alrighty, let's go in. I just realized my lashes are a little bit crunchy right now. I feel like I didn't really fully get all the mascara off that I was wearing previously. I find that this mascara is very hard to kind of get every lash. It wants to just like pick a few. I don't know if that makes any sense. And it is pretty prone to kind of clumping or looking like a little bit twiggy. That's what I would say. But I like it. I think it's like really made my lashes look lifted and longer. Because it is a lash extension mascara. But yeah, when you first put it on, you can kind of just see like balls of clumpy product that you kind of have to work through. Alright, this is the eye look. I feel like the shadows could definitely be more pigmented. It wasn't as impactful as I thought it was going to be. The highlighter is pretty crazy to me right now. But I will zoom you out because I have one more product to try. I cannot talk today, I really can't. And the last product we're going to try is the new Essence Insta Matte Makeup Setting Spray with Evermatte. It's oil free. Keep your skin beautifully matte with Instant Matte Makeup Setting Spray containing Evermatte. As a primer, the formula instantly leaves your skin non-shiny, perfectly matte. As a setting spray, the formula keeps foundation, concealer, and blush from smudging and fading, resulting in a matte finish. Alright, so I'm just going to do this side of my face, and I think I'll probably wear this for about 6 hours, because it's kind of late right now when I'm filming this. I'll probably wear it for about 6 hours, and I will not blot, which is super hard for me because I'm so oily. And I'm going to see if it makes a difference or if it makes things more matte. Okay, so let's try to keep this side of the face clear. I definitely feel like I got it mostly on this side, so that's good. It seems like it has a nice mister. It doesn't have a smell or anything bad like that, like a bad smell. I don't like fragrance in my stuff, so that's good for me. Alrighty guys, this is what I came up with so far, and I will be back with you in like 6 hours, so get ready for that. Stay tuned. To be continued. I'm back, and your girl is looking rough. I didn't look in the mirror for these last 6 hours. but I'm not too impressed, to be honest. First of all, look at this hair. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? When you lay down, it just becomes a rat's nest. Like, I don't understand. That'll be a future video, though. There will be a review coming on this product. I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to do it yet or take care of it. But that's not the point of this video. And like, my hairline just like falling back, like, ugh. Alrighty. So, how did the makeup hold up and what are my thoughts? So, first thing we started off with was this concealer. I think this concealer would be really good for someone who doesn't have a lot of under eye circles. This might also be very good for a no makeup day, like no makeup day. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the like, I put foundation on still, like just a little bit of this because it will kind of blend away to nothing, but it will give you a slightly brightening effect. I think that could work for this, but it's not my favorite. I'm gonna have a more difficult time reaching for it. Maybe I can use it as a highlighting type thing. The palette. My thoughts on this are, if you're a beginner to makeup or you don't have a lot, this could be really good for you because it's not bad. Like, it's not great, but it has, I feel like you can get a lot of different looks with this. It's just very convenient to have these here, and for the price point, it's a really good deal, to be honest with you. Let's see. I didn't put any primer on my lids. The shadow is still, I would say the shadow looks pretty much the same as it did, but it's not very pigmented. Okay, memory card was full. The mascara, I feel like mine's a little bit dried out because I had previously opened it, but it's kind of like a little bit flaky. I really like how much you can build it up though, and I think that it would look better if, I feel like my eyelashes weren't completely clean today when I did this, and it was kind of hard. They felt a little bit crispy from the mascara I used yesterday. Sometimes I'm just really not that good at washing off my mascara, to be honest with you. But, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, like, the blush and the highlight is still there. The highlight's still popping. It does make my pores look bad, but my pores look bad, like, I feel like there's only, like, maybe this portion of my skin where my pores don't look bad on my face. Thanks, genetics. You're nice. My under eyes look pretty creasy right now. God damn, girl. But yeah, I noticed that the mascara has flaked a little bit, which I'm not a fan of flaky mascaras. I don't know who is. Like, I noticed like some spots all over my face. Not all over, but like here and there. So let's get on to this guy. Now this, interesting turn of events. Do you guys notice a difference from side to side? Now I did this side. I did that side. You know, I don't really notice a significant difference. Interesting thing is my chin, and I don't know if I just like accidentally rubbed it or something, but on the side I did use a setting spray. My chin makeup is actually broken up more so in this area. It's kind of like patchy and like some redness is coming through. So do I think this really works at mattifying? Not so much for me. I would have to test it out using it first and then setting after, but I haven't really found that setting sprays work too well for me anyway. I think that this would just be good for taking the powdery look away from your makeup because I didn't feel like it made me look too matte. Or it could be good to use to wet your brushes if you're doing an eyeshadow look and you want to intensify a certain color. But honestly, like, look, would you look at that? Like, look at that. What am I supposed to do with this? What? I don't know. Alright guys, thank you for tuning into this video. I want you to remember, don't just make up your face, make up your mind too, and I will see you next time. I hope you come back.